What the fuck is this?
Opus stars Ayo Edebiri and John Malkovich. And basically, I guess we're just going to get right into it. This movie I thought was middling because Ayo Edebiri is one of like my favorite actresses right now. I love her in The Bear. I loved her in Bottoms, and I was excited to see what she did going forward. And she did great. She did a great job in this movie. So did John Malkovich. It's just we've seen this before. We've seen this before. I'm going to tell you the plot. Tell me if you haven't seen this movie yet. Okay, I'm going to tell you. So Ayo Edebiri works at this magazine place, and basically this oh my god, I almost said magazine again. This Michael Jackson like figure, played by John Malkovich, comes out of retirement for like 30 years. He's like, I got a new album, so he invites her and a bunch of other people like media influencers, this and that. So it ends up being like 5 or 6 people, something like that, and basically invites them to his private island so they can hear the album and they can comment on it, this and that. But then while they're there, they witness weird stuff. It's implied that somebody gets killed the first night, and then literally they have like bodyguards standing outside their door, like to the fact where they don't even sleep. Like, I guess the bodyguards just don't, and they just sit outside their room all night. So I was like, okay, what if I want to leave my room? Like, it's very weird. And this whole time, like, I've seen this movie a dozen times, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at wanting to see something again. Like, cool, like, I'm like, kind of like Novocaine. I love that movie, and I've seen a lot of action comedies before. Hell, I've seen a lot of them, if I'm being honest. And so I'm not going to judge the movie necessarily based on that. What I am going to judge the movie on is, what is it offering me? This is a thriller and a horror, okay? Emphasis on horror. There's nothing scary in this movie, and that's not even subjective. There's just nothing scary in this movie. I don't like jump scares. Good, because there's not any. There's like one thing that's kind of like, damn, that's fucked up, but fucked up's a lot different than horror. Like, it's kind of Criminal Minds. You see a lot of fucked up stuff. It's not really scary, not really horror. And there's a difference, right? It's not like you watch the episode of Criminal Minds, it's not the same as Sinister, right? It's not the same shit, okay? Not Conjuring, it's not Conjuring 1 or 2, okay? It's not any of those. And so, while I didn't expect that, I knew this wasn't going to be supernatural. Nothing really happens in this movie. You get, like I said, you have like the implied death, you got all the snap, but like, it's pretty much just John Malkovich just doing weird stuff the whole film. Him gyrating, dancing, or, kind of like air twerking or something like that. Them like eating at this place, and like them getting exposition dialogue about like what's going on at this cult. And at no point do you get any answers about anything or anything until like the last 30 minutes. And granted, this movie's an hour and a half, so it takes an hour to get going. Or at least for me. Like I said, I get it's a build up, I get what it's going for, but like, I needed more in between stuff. Like, I needed like more like, I'm not saying every night I had to kill somebody, but like, I needed something. Instead, it's like, oh my god, this dude got killed. And you have to wait like almost an hour to like get some kind of resolution. And when you do get resolution, it's kind of just boring. A lot of stuff is kind of off screen. So much of this movie, outside of like one thing, I was like, this movie could have really, you cut the curse words, it could have been PG-13, it's could have been Bloomhouse. And that's kind of what it felt like. I expected a lot more out of A24. I love how everybody's kind of jumping on the bandwagon, saying Neon's what's up right now, but hell, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. A24's been letting me down in the last few movies they brought out. But that's not to say that, in the future, like I know this year they're distributing some other movies I'm excited for. And so I am excited for them, but this was a movie I was excited for. Left early to go see it. And this is what I get. And so I'm going to end the review here early. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts if you've seen Opus. Opus, for me, is getting a 6 out of 10. This movie was kind of boring, kind of okay. Let me down. And with that, like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
After 30 years outside the public eye, Popeye...
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.